All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce First Thursday Live. Today, we are going to talk to Mr. Rodney Spears with Dynamics Marketing Investments. But first, let's get some chamber business out there. This is Women's Month. So March 22nd, we are having our women's brunch. Please come out and see us. We have the annual event going on in April, which is April 25th. Tickets are on sale, and we have the early bird special until March 17th, I believe. All of our events can be found on our website. Mine, gabc.org. Please go to our events up under events. Kind of poke around our website. If you're not a member, please consider joining us as a member. All right, so we are going to jump right on in with Mr. Rodney. All right, so my first question is, who are you? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Thank you, Tandrika. Well, a little bit about me. I'm originally from the Motor City, the great Detroit, Michigan, born and raised. I've been living in Augusta for 22 years now. So you either find some Go Blue stuff or some Go Dog stuff, depending on the day of the week.
Understood.
I'm a hybrid right now. I'm a hybrid. I am married, have three wonderful children, ages 22, 18, and 12. The little girl being the baby, two boys, two big brothers. I'm a big sports guy. I'm huge on motivational speakers. I love a lot of quotes. But for the most part, I'm a very laid back person, very business oriented, and I'm probably one of the nicest guys you're ever come across in life.
Excellent. So you say you like a lot of quotes. What's your favorite?
Ooh, I have a lot of those. My favorite motivational speaker is Eric Thomas out of Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
And my favorite quote by him is, make sure I say it right. in order, in order to succeed, no, you have to breathe as bad as you have to breathe. Geez, I'm getting tongue twisted with it because it's such a tongue twister. In order to succeed, you have to want it as bad as you need to breathe.
I like that.
Which is very deep. You know, you got to have a hunger for it. You cannot give up on your dreams and goals. So it has to be that important to you. As important as your breath. That's how important your vision has to be in order for you to be successful.
I like that. I'm gonna have to hang it up on my wall. I like that. All right. So you say you've been in Augusta 22 years.
Yes.
What brought you here?
My sister moved here, I want to say 97 or 98, if I'm not mistaken. But she got sick, and I came down to take care of my nephews. And I was here for a whole year, living in North Augusta. Okay. She got healthy, so I'm going back home, sis. Thank you. It was nice. I went home for 6 months and came right back. And I've never looked back.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So you got here and kind of it just took a hold of you, huh?
Yeah. Southern hospitality have a way of getting a hold of you, you know.
Look, I'm born and raised in Georgia. I left, went in the military, came back, and I'm here. I think I'm here for life now. So, definitely. You know, I'm not originally from Georgia. Originally from Augusta either. But I moved here a couple of years ago. So I understand that, you know, it gets a hold of you and keep you here. Mm-hmm. All right. So, have you always been a business owner, or have you worked in corporate America?
Yeah, of course. I think we all worked in corporate America at some point in some time. I've been a business owner since May of 2020. Okay. Like everyone else, when COVID hit, it seemed like side hustle went to an all-time high.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I was already in school. So I think between conversations with my grandmother, who was very supportive, and very a huge part of my life. We used to have Sunday conversations because he was in Detroit, I was down here. Um, just and she was an entrepreneur herself. But just basically tell me the importance of working for yourself, punching your own clock, and the just the importance of that and controlling your life. So when COVID hit, that kind of steered me in the right direction to take the knowledge that I was obtaining from school and then formulating the business and eventually sharing it with everybody else and giving back to the community and to the world.
Okay. All right. So what was your journey like? Like take us from that when that idea popped in your head until now. Like what was your journey?
Well, my journey started off while I was a store manager for a rent-to-own company.
Okay.
So the journey at first was kind of challenging, trying to balance running a store and going to school online after hours, and being a husband and being a father.
Mm-hmm.
So the journey was difficult, and to this day I praise my wife for putting up with me during that journey. There's a lot of late nights, and I wasn't local. Um, through a through a good 2.5 year period, my store was in Greenville, South Carolina,
Oh.
and I still stay here in Hepzibah. So so I would leave here Monday morning, 5 o'clock, drive to Greenville. I would come back home on Tuesday evenings because I was off on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday morning, back on the road again, back to Greenville, and I'm back home Saturday night. And there was plenty of nights where I would leave my store at 8 o'clock. I would get home at 10:30 and have a paper due at midnight.
Mm.
So the journey was very challenging, but in order for you to succeed, you have to one as bad as you need to breathe.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a priority to still get my schoolwork done. It was not an easy journey at all. I was doubling up on classes to try to get done quicker. That didn't make it no easier on myself either.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking 2 classes simultaneously, trying to push through the curriculum, what I'm saying, to get done.
Mm-hmm.
But the journey overall was difficult there. But when they get to the business part of the journey, when I got started, like I tell a lot of my clients, it is not all sunshine and rainbows when you get started. Very slow at the beginning. No one knows who you are. You're not getting no foot traffic to your website, no followers on social media. And companies normally, people give up the first year on average,
Mm-hmm.
because they don't see it through. But you have to persevere. You got to keep pushing through. If it's for you, then it's going to be for you. Just keep pushing. You'll get over that hump. It might be year 2, it might be year 3, but you will reach that point to where you seeing the profit, you start trending in the right direction.
I like that, and I agree with you wholeheartedly. It's a lot of businesses that fail within the first 3 to 5 years, because they give up.
Mhm.
Um, and so I know that offhand. But what kept you going? What kept you? Like you said, you're in school, you're working, now you're setting up this business. Like what really held you down to make you say, okay, I gotta keep going, I gotta keep moving?
To be honest, my grandmother and my wife and my kids, who are my big support circle, I wanted to be able to share those success stories with my grandma more than anything.
Okay.
That was a big driving factor. Like you know, with me being here in Georgia and her being back home, I saw her maybe once a year. Maybe
Mm.
for the most part in person, I would go home at least once a year. So I wanted to be able to share, like, when I call her, hey, grandma, we did this and I got accomplished this. It's just like going through school again. Like, grandma, I graduated. I got my degree. Grandma, I got my business open and I got my first client. So to hear her excitement, um, and to hear, her be so proud of me and give me those word of affirmation and positivity, man, that just kept me grounded. And, she's no longer with me, so rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I still push on because I'm still making her proud. And same with my daughter and my wife, who, hey, it's a sacrifice when someone is trying to pursue a business, so, they sacrifice their time because I'm put away from them,
What,
you know.
Mom?
So, you know, to see it through and to reap those rewards, to show them, hey, the time that I was away from you did not go to waste.
Go to waste.
I owe it to you for me to see you through and for y'all to also reap the benefits of this business, because without y'all, I wouldn't be here. So I tell everyone, even when I do a consultation, what's your why?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody have to have a why. My why is currently my family, my wife, my kids, and my grandmother's always.
I like that. And when I talk to clients, I ask the same thing, like, what's your why? What is driving you to do this? And if they can't answer that, I'm like, you really need to sit down and think about your why. And we can go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have to ask, you mentioned your grandmother, and she was kind of that person that inspired you to go into business for yourself. So why marketing versus any other type of business?
Okay, be honest here. Okay. One, I have close to 15 years of sales experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
And um, one, I'm a Virgo, so I think I overthink, I analyze everything to a default. And I was
Mm-hmm.
thinking, I said, in one of the most important factors of any business is knowing how to gain customers and how to generate a profit margin. If I can be that person to be able to assure this, I can't go out of business.
I like the way you think.
If I can show you how to make your money grow, I won't be out of business.
You are
I'm
absolutely right.
always going to be needed. My skill set will always be needed. So, and I
Yes.
already was in sales. So I'm like, and sales and marketing are like cousins.
Mm-hmm. They sure are.
So, I kind of just transitioned that, went got my bachelor's in digital marketing. So it kind of just went hand in hand. That's kind of how I looked at it, just to be fully transparent.
Well, no, I mean, that's how a lot of businesses start out. They look at that skill set, that experience that you have, and make it work. Sales can transition into a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that marketing piece of it. And I have to say, us Virgo, because I'm a Virgo too, so I feel you on that analyzing thing.
Yes, yes.
I definitely sometimes I do that in detriment of myself.
I do too. I agree.
All right, so um let's talk about your business for a little bit. So run us through your process. So like, I as a customer wants to come to you, like, what's your process? And you don't have to give away your proprietary stuff, but like, what did your process look like for a new customer?
Well, if you're contacting me through directly, like we met a person somewhere, like at an event, or even if you fill out a contact form on my website, I'm going to reach out to you first via email or to set up a consultation. Everyone get a free 30-minute to an hour consultation. I want to learn about your business, learn your vision, your goals. Then after that, you're going to get a questionnaire from me. I have different questionnaires depending on the services you're inquiring about, whether it's a website, social media marketing, email marketing, or you just need a business strategy, period. So, you're going to take time, fill that information out. And once I receive that, then I can kind of put a project plan together on how we're going to implement this vision and bring everything to life. The process that I go through is on a project plan.
Okay.
Everything is set with milestones and a timeline. And to be fully transparent with you as my client as well, hey, we're going to build a site. It's going to take X amount of days to complete. We're going to build it in different phases, and we're going to have touch bases throughout
Okay.
to make sure if, for example, if I'm working on the homepage of your website and it's not quite the vision it's not quite what you envisioned at the beginning. I don't want to wait till I'm done with the entire website for
Mm-hmm.
you to say, "Oh no, this ain't it." So if I get through this first phase, oh, let's just tweak this, let's change this. Now that kind of better me keep up in alignment to where I know how to go going forward to prevent reworks. Um, so pretty much, the project plan keep us in alignment. We want to have milestones in place. I'm really big on deadlines.
Mm.
Um, and to be honest, when it comes to the deadlines, I try to under promise and over deliver. So I want to exceed your expectations on everything. So if we say, hey, I'm going to be done by April 1st, I want to be letting you know by March 15th we're done. So
I understand. I understand. I understand. Okay, so what makes your business unique versus any other marketing firm that's out there?
be honest, some, this might rub some marketers the wrong way, but I offer affordable marketing solutions.
Okay.
Hey, it is what it is. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna go into price in detail. Definitely go to the website, fill out a contact
Mhm.
form. But just compared to my competitors, I don't charge what they charge. I don't. One thing my grandmother taught me was always be true to yourself, and
Mhm.
never forget who you are, where you came from. And I'm considered a small business myself, and I look at some of my competitors, and I'm like, huh, I couldn't afford y'all prices. you know, so I can't afford your services, but I want to be that marketing company for, quote unquote, the little guy, the mom and pop place, because they need marketing too.
Mhm.
Um, you know, Mom and pops might not be able to afford $4,000 for a website.
Right.
They're just, or if I'm working with a client who has a dream of bringing their business to life and I'm doing their consultation, I'm writing their business plan, I know they don't have that type of funds for their website to get them started. So,
Mhm.
being able to offer affordable options for everyone, I think that's very key. And then to also take in, to a point, the time that we're living in right now. Our economy is a story of its own, and everybody's feeling it on different levels. So, to me, to be able to offer, exceptional service, great customer service, great quality at an affordable price, that's what makes me unique.
I like it. I like it. And I like that you say you're for the little guys. Because you're right, little small, mom and pop don't have the funds to spend 4 and 5, $1,000 on that
Mhm.
website. I hear it all the time when I'm out talking to people, like I want to do this, but I can't afford that right now. And I'm like, okay. So I understand. All right. So the biggest question, well, not the biggest question, but what's the biggest thing you've learned throughout your entrepreneurial journey?
Two things, if I may.
Okay.
Number one, no one sees your vision the way you do.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. And that can lead to discouragement at the very beginning. But if any, whoever's listening, whoever will watch this at a later date, no one's going to see your vision the way you do, no matter what that is. If you're trying to open up a Yorkie kennel, if you're trying to sell t-shirts, whatever your business ideal is, it is your ideal. It is your creative genius that thought of it. And this goes for friends and family. I'm just being honest. They don't
Okay.
see it through your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. And number two, and this is a quote that I made up myself. I need to get it. I need to get a trademark so no one will steal it. But I would say this: everyone wants to get to your destination, but they don't want to travel the journey.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's going being an entrepreneur has many challenges. It is not an easy road. You find yourself putting in more hours than a 9 to 5. Um, and you have to remember your why to keep pushing through. So I think, if you just remember why you're doing it, excuse me, and keep in mind that, no one's going to see it the way you do. And, you stay true to yourself and keep pushing through, you get to the promised land, you turn that profit, you reach all your goals and you accomplish what you set out to accomplish.
I like it. I absolutely like it. And and that's kind of so you kind of hit two birds with one stone right there. But I'm gonna ask this question again anyway. Maybe you'll get something different. So, if you had to give advice to new, aspiring entrepreneurs, what would that single advice be to them?
Well, I did hit on one. Definitely, believe in yourself, stay true to yourself. But to just provide a different insight, develop a plan or a strategy before you really get started.
I like
That
that.
is very key. And it's gonna, seek, the advice, to a, marketing consultant, not trying to, you know, you know,
Right.
but talk to a professional and get a plan laid out. A lot of businesses fail because they don't have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
They jump out here, you don't have an idea of what it's going to cost to get it running. You don't know what type of permits or legalized paperwork that you really need to be completely established. So you definitely need to seek that legal professional, consultations first and get all your ducks lined up first, and then develop a strategy, and then implement that strategy. That's probably just to not copy my last, bit,
Right.
but that's what I would, that's what else I would give out there, get a
Okay.
plan together.
All right, I like it, and that is so true. I talk to business owners, and I have clients that have come to me, and I'm like, okay, well, where's your business plan? I'm like, they look at me deer in the head, like, what's that? And I'm like,
Right.
well, how are
Good plan.
you? Yeah, I'm like, well, how are you moving? I'm like, typically, even if you're not looking for funding, that business plan is your roadmap, so to speak, on how you want to operate. And they're like, oh no, I just swing it day by day. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
It's
Right
only gonna
away.
work it's only gonna work for so long. So I like that advice, is start out with a plan. A plan is crucial, and now I will add a little bit to that, in that it's not static. It's a living document. You can always adjust according to what you find, or you may think of something else later on down the road that you may want to change. Because I have had that too. Well, I wrote this plan 15 years ago and never looked at. I'm like, they got dust on it, dusted off. you know, that's the teacher in me coming out. So, okay, so very, very, very important. How can we get in contact with you?
I'm in the streets of Augusta, Georgia. Okay, find me anywhere. Okay, Augusta Mall, Target. No, you can definitely couple ways. One, my website. Definitely visit us, dynamicmarketinginvestments.com. Definitely go there, fill out the contact form. Just for a little cheap plugs, I do blogs every week on marketing tips and tools and entrepreneurship. Read the blogs. They're there. I release them every Sunday, just for a cheap plug. You can find me on
We can talk
Instagram
about
and
it.
Facebook.
We can talk about it. See, you should have mentioned that earlier. We can talk about this blog. All right.
Yeah.
So, what's this blog?
I came up with 52 marketing and entrepreneurship ideas or topics for the entire year. And
Okay.
every Sunday I release a different blog on the topic. So definitely it's some free nuggets in there, free gems.
Okay.
All type of, pay-per-click trends, new marketing trends for 2025, what to do, what not to do, You know, it's a variety of different topics from social media marketing, information, email marketing campaigns, etc. So you never know when I'm going to release on Sunday, so just stay tuned. I also have a online course you can find through my website, 5 Stages of Entrepreneurship. It is a course that
Okay.
walks you from taking your ideal at the very beginning and walking you all the way through till you launch your business. I give you step by step,
I love it.
a roadmap, if you may, on how to launch your business from choosing your niche, the different formations you need, marketing plans, etc. That's on my website as well.
Okay.
So I'm offering free information, on a regular basis, but definitely on my website, or you can just call me, 762 That's my business line. Feel free to call it, leave a message. You can even text that number if you want to.
Okay. So I know you said, you just mentioned you be out in the streets. So but I know. But are there like any events that you're going to be attending or part of that you want the audience to kind of come out and see you?
Oh wow, man! I wish this was done a couple weeks ago because I was at the Greater Augusta Black Chambers of Commerce Business Resource Event.
Resource fair.
That was a wonderful turnout. Oh man, anything with the chamber, I'm going to be part of it. So if there's any
Okay.
chamber event, so another cheap plug. If you're a business owner out there, join the chamber. Please do. It is a wonderful, wonderful asset. Wonderful people. Great networking events. Please join. I've been a member for going on 2 years now, and it's one of the best decisions I've ever made for my business. Number one. But any event there, I'm going to be there. And if I do have any other events coming up, I'll definitely post it everywhere. So, y'all come out and support.
Excellent. Thank you. Now, see, now for the audience, you didn't hear it from a chamber director. You heard it from an actual member. Join us, join the chamber.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
it is very beneficial. You get to do things like this, like First Thursday Live, where
Right.
we feature your business. We also offer marketing. We have a marketing thing, so if you do have some events or sales or something going on, make sure you get your marketing materials to us so we can get it out to our audience.
Mhm.
Um, so just to reiterate, just one more time, give us your contact information, your website name, and
Sure.
your phone number.
Website is dynamicmarketinginvestments.com. And the business line is 762-684-4532. You can call or text that number. I do not mind.
Okay. Hours of operations.
How's operation?
You
Uh,
have someone like me who be up working at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
and they, man, I'm always open.
Okay.
No, typically, no, honestly, business hours, 9 to 6 p.m.
Okay.
Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturdays.
Okay.
If you call on Sunday or leave a message or Sundays or send a text, if I'm not busy, I will respond to you. Just to be honest, I will if I'm not doing nothing else. But if not, then you'll hear from me on Monday.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you so much. It was wonderful talking to you. This will be posted. Um, and that will conclude our first Thursday live with Mr. Rodney Spears. Everyone, enjoy your evening.
Thank you for having me.